we should be focusing on community all the time, because if you build such a strong community ahead of the bad thing happening, the likeliness that the bad thing happens, number one, goes down. But when the ability to recover from the bad thing happening is
Mm,
increased tenfold, because you've been together, your partner, your neighbors, there's a level of that relationship building that goes back to that. But if you build communities and you're doing mitigation, preparedness, and prevention, you're not going to burn out when the bad thing happens, because you prepared and prevented and mitigated it, and you work together. You're not just depending on a small group of first responders to do the job, right? So I think that's a big part of it as well. Yeah, we're going to continue to do that until we change that level of thinking. But it's so easy, as I mentioned earlier, because lights and sirens are sexy, man. Lights and
mm,
sirens. We see it on the news. It's easy to tug at the heartstring and say donate when someone's house is flooded out, or when there's a fire that burned them out, or when the earthquake took out their home or their place of employment. But it's hard to justify in people's head. I can't give money for something that might happen. What's going to happen? What's going to happen? Especially hurricanes and fires and tornadoes. What's going to happen? You might not know exactly the day. What's going to happen? And I think we got to get over that. We'll wait and see if it happens. It's a level of that mindset shift too that takes it. For us to always be that 75% negativity, as I mentioned, it surprises me that we don't spend more time saying we should probably do this so we can avoid that bad thing happening.